Hey guys, so recently somebody else found an old post on CCMC website where I was drawing characters, different players from the Crystalcraft world, and a couple of people have requested that I draw them. So I started doing that. You can see I've got one right here. But then a couple of people have been asking about the process, and I did some streams before, and not everybody was able to watch it. I think it's a little bit boring, personally, but I guess some people are interested. So I figured I had to draw some tonight, so I would give you guys a first-hand look, and I'm going to be speeding this up once I'm done kind of introducing it. It was Chris Crisis that was asking some more in-depth questions about it, but basically, when it comes down to creating these characters, digitizing them and all that, it's about a half an hour, 45 minutes to draw the picture, depending on how intricate the player's skin is. And then we're looking at about anywhere between an hour and 2 hours to put it into the computer, do all the line art, and then color it up fully. What I'm going to be doing in this video, I've already got Wonky drawn here. I'm going to be drawing Party Wabbit, I think. I have an idea for him, but not positive. So it's probably going to be Party Wabbit. And then I'll show the process of me putting it into the computer, doing the line art, and all of that. So to start off here, Wonky I drew earlier today. This is upside down for me, but I'll be making it right side up for you guys. He asked for the Great Gatsby holding the wine up to the camera. So instead of a glass of wine, which is not in Minecraft, he gets a bottle of potion. And you guys will get to see that when we're finished. But just talking about the process, I thought I might show you guys a few of the characters that I've drawn for myself. Here's the very first one that I did. And all of this was inspired by Staroki, or you might know her better as Minecraft Brookie. She started drawing characters for my series and then kind of inspired me to take over and do my own. So that was the very first one that I drew. This was the second one. Just some little test characters, and I started to get an idea. You see the lines here. Started to get an idea for the size of body for a Minecraft character that I liked. I just kind of came up with it arbitrarily. I did a couple of test ideas for the faces, the different expressions that my character could be making. These are rough drawings, but just to give me an idea if I wanted my character to be looking a certain way, or any of the characters that I'm drawing, what would the eyes look like, what would the mouth look like, and stuff like that. I also did some test coloring with pencil crayon, and you can see all the shades down there. I do have a slight background in art. It's not a career or anything; it's just a hobby. But so I have a lot of pencil crayons, a lot of different mediums with which to do art with. So I was doing some test coloring there, just off camera or just off computer, seeing what I could produce on my own. And I like it, but I didn't like it quite as much as what I was doing in the computer. So I left it. Now, if we're looking at things that take me about 2 hours to create, this would be one example of one that took me forever. This is for the CCMC shops. It is the Caesar rank. I decided to go with an emperor-looking character. I found a picture online. I tried to replicate the armor of an emperor, a Caesar at the time, like Roman history, and to put it into a Minecraft character. You can see all the little details, all the little lines. That took forever to do with line art, and then I had that's basically the line art. You'll get to see it, but it's basically just creating lines over top of the drawn lines here when I scan it in, so that I get a fresh, clean copy of what I've drawn. I can't do that straight away in the computer because I'm a left-handed person and I'm a right-handed mouse user, and it just doesn't translate well for me. So this took 2 hours easily to color, if not longer. All those little details, all the different colors, all the intricate lines, and then even the drawing itself probably took me about an hour to complete. Two more things to show you guys, and then we'll get straight ahead, and it'll be time-lapsed. But these are the characters for this season of the Crystal Quest. We have Echo down in the bottom here, Jester, and Dr. Vaughn. You guys will get to see a lot of them this season. You get to meet the people that played them, hear their voices, and see what they're all about. The last one is something that may or may not actually end up being released. I tried to draw one of the scenes that's happening in this season of Crystal Quest. I like the drawing a heck of a lot better than I liked the computer regeneration of it. To me, it did not turn out as good in the computer as I was hoping. So this is what I drew. I also drew it to the wrong aspect ratio. I was hoping to have this be a desktop background for players, but it's not even close to the right dimensions, and I obviously wasn't planning that, or I wasn't thinking enough ahead. So here you see the three main characters, Echo, Dr. Vaughn, and Jester, standing before some kind of building. Now there's a big piece of it missing, which is this thing that I drew separately, and I threw in over top. So again, you might get a chance to see this. I don't know, because it's not the right aspect ratio, and I'm very upset about that. And I didn't realize until I'd basically finished. Yeah. So before I start my drawings, I always have I have basically my lines on the page. There's not enough white light on that left screen there, so let's switch over to Facebook's light enough. There we go. So we start out with my ruler. Well, not a ruler, sorry, a straight edge. And I create lines that go across the page. And basically what I have here is a line up here. So I've got this is the head, the body, the legs, the feet, and then this one down here is for the width of the head. And so I'll do those lines going down the side, draw the lines across the page, turn it sideways, get the width of the head. And when we finish, I end up with a little plot like this, so that I know the dimensions of the characters that I'm drawing, so that they are all relatively similar height, similar size, similar builds, and stuff like that. It's become a little bit more interesting with the addition of Alex, because Alex is skinnier than Steve was. So how I've worked that out is, well, any girl characters, just they don't look like Minecraft characters in my mind, but, you know, anyways. So for Party Wabbit, he was the next person that, oh, losing focus here. Party Wabbit was the first person, well, not the first person, but the most recent person after Buck, who rejuvenated the post, asking for their thing. So I'm going to be drawing Party Wabbit, I hope. If not, then I'll be cutting to something else, because Party Wabbit, I have an idea, but I've not done anything like this yet, so we'll see how it works. Right about here is where the time lapse is going to start, so yeah, let's get to it. All right, guys, so we're back. I feel like my voice is going to be a lot louder now because I'm significantly closer. Let me just move some stuff around. This is going to be loud and clunky. So the drawing is finished. I have imported it using a scanner to get it into the computer. And what you're seeing here is what we've got. And notice the super old version of Adobe Photoshop that I'm using. Fantastic. So from here, I basically create 3 folders and a bunch of different layers and start to turn this into a raw line art. So taking away the white background, taking away all the muddy edges. It's a very long process. I'm recording, and this is probably going to be at least an hour, and that's assuming that I don't crash and lose my work. I have to save frequently. It's one of the downsides of using an old version of Photoshop. It doesn't play nice. But yeah, so I always use color references from the actual Minecraft skin, and then if I've got anything else in the shot, I need to think of carrot. But I've got the rabbit over here, and then I've got a party wabbit's skin over here. So yeah, don't really need to talk too much about it. I'm going to get to it. I'm going to start with the line art. That's doing all the lines around the outside, and then I'm going to go with the coloring after that. All right, let's get to it. There we have it. That's pretty much it. This did not take me nearly as long as some others. Mostly because if you take a look over at his skin over here, it's a flat black. And so I've used a lighter black, or you could say a darker gray, so you could still see the lines so that it wasn't just a flat black plane. But in all honesty, there's really no point in shading that very much. I might go back over and shade it, but that's probably going to be it for that. That is a very basic one, but it gives you an idea of what exactly the process is like creating these characters. Depending on what the response is to this video, I might make more if people actually like it. Yeah, otherwise, I'll just keep creating the characters and uploading them to my DeviantArt. All of that will be in the link below. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.